We are live,
Spectacular.
cold open. So, Olive, you're out here running around, just hoofa on all over the place.
Sounds like some shit I do.
Absolutely. So, at some point, I'm not gonna put them all down here because it'll just slow the program down. But imagine that you're surrounded by friends and family. However, you're sitting there, you're bored. You want to go somewhere new. You're tired of this same old wacky shit. So you start looking down here inside this pond. I need you to roll
Okay.
an Arcana.
Word. Let me find where that is at. Damn, I got no modifier on this.
No modifiers?
Oh, whew.
Oh, actually, hang on.
Nice.
Uh-oh.
Teams, I'm bad at video games. I have bad accuracy. I can't roll high numbers.
So when I get a nat 1 later, I want you to think back to this moment.
No.
Stamping it at 8:35 p.m.
No.
All right, so I made you a
Never
special skill just for you. It's at the very bottom.
Okay. Wacky bullshit. Oh, hell yeah.
Okay.
And I rolled higher. Hell yeah.
So, James, you're fiending for some wacky bullshit, and you start
Sounds like
looking.
me.
You start looking down into this pond that you've looked into probably every day for your life, and you see what appears to be a small owl, seemingly holding up a woman with a gun.
Oh no.
How do you feel about that, Olive?
I gotta get out there. I don't like that.
So as you think really hard, oh man, I gotta save that woman from that weird fucking owl. What's he doing to that lady? You feel yourself kind of pulled from behind your belly button, and you're just
I don't like that.
oh, yeah, it's not great.
I don't. I want to make a pop noise when I go.
You come and you crash land, and the events of last time happened. But what you don't know happened. Where is he at?
Oh, man, I'm wormding.
So what you don't know is that you didn't just vanish. Hang on. Get out of here, stupid shortcut. Nobody likes you.
Damn.
Damn dog, I got a name.
Insulted him.
So what ends up happening is that you switch places with that lady. So that lady is just like, hello.
I love that picture.
So she's just in the Feywild, and all the creatures of the Fey are just like, what the hell is that? So this lady just freaks the fuck out and just runs off into a forest. She might be dead. We don't know. We'll come back to her later.
I think she'll be okay.
I mean, I hope so.
Just your village is friendly, teams.
I mean, that's what we tell you.
It's friendly to Fey creatures. She ain't one of them. So you guys all wake up. Well, you specifically all wake up. You're like, oh, that lady's in the Feywild.
No,
anyway,
no.
what's for breakfast?
Yeah. I mean, what am I gonna do?
Absolutely.
So, she'll be fine.
She'll be fine. Okay. So the three of you wake up. Again, I'm not going to put down Dan and the other one. You've been here for a little while. You're rested up. You're ready to rhombus. What are you guys planning on doing today?
All right.
Well,
I'm recovering from my injuries. Getting absolutely bodied.
Yeah, you're healed. It's been several days. You've had enough long rests. You've made a couple of pellets. Like, you're good.
For the little bird bones.
Yeah.
I wanna talk to Olive and Varys.
Okay.
And what happened? What just happened? Are we gonna talk about this? I'm not gonna do the accent. I'm not gonna do the accent. I dropped it already.
damn.
It's too much.
I liked it.
Damn, Gene.
I did.
No, I want to do it. No, I'm not gonna do it too much.
Okay.
I can't keep it up. I'm
Oh no, you got pills for that?
what just
I'm
happened, though?
saying.
Like, I was stopping that lady from getting mugged, and then you showed up. I what the hell was that? And then
Uh,
and then the goblins and the man owl.
I don't know, Rufus. Like, it was just a whole. It feels like a lucid dream.
I'm saying.
I like it. It's different. I killed a guy. He's
Freeze.
dead. He doesn't come back.
I killed the.
It's
Dropped a
true.
crate on him. He's dead.
You absolutely
Yeah?
did. You did. But
Owlman hates you.
Yeah. Well, what did you do to Owlman for him to hate you?
I'm saying he's
I
nice to
don't
me.
know. He didn't do anything. I'm just a
He
small
just
owl.
showed up, saved us all, and just said "fuck you," and then scurried away.
Man owl hates me.
He does.
But
I was there.
also, Olive,
Go on.
did you have the same dream I had?
Did it have a lady?
It had a lady and you seeing me,
Mm-hmm.
Varys.
Yeah.
Did you also have that dream?
I was there. I was in the background, but I was
What
there.
is going on?
I'm
All
not
right,
entirely too sure.
we have to find Man Bat and Dan and
I thought it was
Or-
Man Owl.
where do we have to go for the fucking tip for the goblinos down by the waterside?
Yeah, you need to go
Uh,
to what is that name? Oh shit. Yeah, you need to go into Yamult.
Yamult.
Yamult?
All right.
okay. Yeah, I suggest we get what we need: potions, like healing potions and stuff, and a couple of inventory things, and just dip out to Yamult.
All right. So, what do you guys need before you dip out?
I would say more healing potions. Oh yeah, the homegirl has them.
I think her name was Shania. Is what I called her last time. So Dan and Shania just give you whatever it is that you need. You help out around the Crunchy Quarter. So you are in Little Chaito, but you are specifically in an area called Little Crunchy Quarter. It's just basically like a city park that someone just built a civilization in. It's like if the Chaz and the Chop weren't run by morons, so they just kind of just plop down in a park and everything's chill. Um, like I mentioned before, nobody owns anything here. Everything's just kind of just chilled and relaxed. Like stores don't have names. It's just like whoever lives in that place, that's what you call it. And so this is Dan and Shania's place. Um, so you guys need healing potions for sure, right?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay.
I need to find out what this thing I have is. This holy relic. Is there like a church or like someone who can help me identify this?
I can do a religions check.
Ooh.
Yeah, if you needed
Okay.
like an organized kind of system, you could absolutely find a wizard, and they can do it for you. But they're not cheap.
I see.
You either gotta like give them money, or you gotta like help them with stuff, or you gotta let them do stuff
right.
to you.
Well, I don't like that part. uh,
It's like
guess
you don't follow it up either. Like, what do you mean by that?
No. I'll just poke around the shops and see if there's anything in there catches my eye, I guess.
Okay. So what is it that you're looking for in particular?
So I want to find out what this holy relic is because I have these stones. I've never seen anything like it. So
Mhm.
I figured maybe some hippies might know gemstones and stuff.
Okay, so yeah, you do
So,
find some sort of crunchy granola shaman, and he's just like, "Saw, dude."
hello. Okay, I'll do the voice again because I feel like I can do it now. I was gonna laugh earlier because I was trying to think on my feet and I wasn't doing good. Get nervous. Anyways.
Scrummy worm, you don't have feet. That was your first problem.
Hello, good sir. So, how are you today?
He just looks at you kind of like over his half moon spectacles, and he's like, "It's all right, man. How you doing, man?"
Right, good, doing well. Thank you very much. So, I was wondering if are you like one of them hippy dippy shamans and whatnot?
He kind of laughs to himself, and he's like, "Hell yeah, man. How'd you know?"
Call it an educated guess.
He looked directly over his head, and it literally just says "Hippy Dippy Shaman." He's like, "Oh fuck, I forgot to put that there."
Yeah.
He's-
Right, well, hey, I was wondering if you could help me out here, brother. So, I was wandering in the jungle one day, and I came across this holy relic artifact, and these stones that go with it. And I was wondering if you could help me identify it.
He's like, "Yeah, man, whip it out."
Rufus Albert Jones ruffles through his little monastic robes and produces his holy relic with a handful of the strange stones.
Okay. So the crunchy shaman kind of just picks him up, and he's just like, "Oh, sweet piece, man. Hell yeah!" And he kind of just starts twirling it around. Give me a wisdom save.
Oh no.
I thought you were gonna say a crucial wisdom save.
No, no. He's not in any kind of danger. I'm just saying if he thinks this is impressive. You're clapping your thighs together. You're just you have never been more excited to see anything ever.
Right.
So yeah, the crunchy granola shaman is just like far out, man. Yeah, like looking at it. He's just like, yo, man, this isn't like a relic or nothing. This is just a piece, man.
A piece of what?
He's like,
A piece of stone to me.
It's like you found it in the jungle, man. Surprisingly low on like corrosion and stuff.
What is metal? Okay. I figured like a set or something. Like what's you've seen this before?
He's like, yeah, man, check it out. And like with lightning efficiency, just whips the bullets into the chamber, spins it, clacks it, and just busts off a shot. And he's like, yeah, man.
Hash the stampede.
Yeah, absolutely. He's just like, yeah, this is nice. So as he fires it, I need you to make a crucial Arcana save.
Oh no.
Oh
Arcana
no.
check.
Arcana?
Mhm.
Oh man, I have no modifier.
Oh, good
Hey,
luck.
Jojo, thanks for the follow.
Oof.
That's good.
Mm.
Yeah, unless I specify otherwise, 10 is always what you're looking for. So,
I heard
you
something.
watch this guy busting off this nugget, and you're like, I can do that. I know Kung Fu. So he's just like, yeah, man, you give it a try. He just kind of flips it around, holds it by the barrel, hands it to you, and he's like, just do what I did, man. Give me a performance.
Oof.
Nice.
Yay.
Yeah, so a little clumsy, but yeah, you get it down basically exactly the way that he did. And he's like, yeah, man, far out. Yeah, you got this, man. What else do you need?
So, you obviously, what is this? It's a piece of what?
He's like, it's a Billy Western, man. It's a blicky. I don't know. It's a piece, man.
All right. What? Like, do you know where I can get more of these stones?
It's like these are bullets, man. What do you mean?
Oh. Bullets.
These are
Okay.
common mundane items, man. We got them everywhere. Fuck, I got some in my dresser drawer. And he just pulls the desk open to him. He's like, yeah, here. And he just kind of just rains them down. What do you need, man?
Wow. Okay, what would you like for these, sir?
He's like, I mean, take them. I don't use them.
Oh, thank you. Well, if you ever need a monk, give me a call.
He's like, yeah, man, I'll keep that in mind if I need something punched real hard, like.
Right, just look to the sky and say, "Hey,
Nah, man, that'll call man owl.
Mr. Albert Jones will be there. You can call me Raj."
Discord on my end.
What's up, Ian?
You peeked the Discord on my end, so all I heard is,
I heard
and then he just got out.
Oh no. Am I too loud?
No, Scrum
Oh,
peeked
Scrum is too
Discord.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm not gonna call to the sky because that's how you get the man owl in here. And man, that dude doesn't want to know how to leave.
Right. Well, it was a pleasure, mate.
Yeah, man.
Hopefully, I'll see you soon.
I mean, yeah, you live over there with Dan and them, right?
Right, you live around here too, right?
Yeah.
Going.
Yeah, I'll probably see you a lot.
Right on, mate. Well, see you around then. And then
Yeah.
Cephas gives him like a little like light feathery tap on the shoulder. Like,
He's like, actually, wait, I got something for you. Are you going into the city, man?
I think so. I need to go to Yarmul.
He's like, bro.
You won't believe what happened. This weird man bat came, doesn't like me very much, beat up some goblins, and oh man, it was weird.
He's like, oh, the man owl? Yeah, man. I know that guy.
Man,
No, he doesn't like you,
Tell
man.
me.
What'd you do to him, man?
Everyone's question.
Man. I wish I knew.
Well, if you're going into the city, man, you said you're going to Yamal. Where are you going?
I don't know. We're following a lead.
He's like, listen, on the way, there's a little, he like brings you in real close, like a little something. I need you to do for me. Actually, doesn't cost you nothing. I just need you to take this, and he pushes over a small box about maybe like a 1.5 feet square, and he's like,
Yeah.
take this and just drop it off at this address. You don't have to worry about confirming it or nothing. I'll know when it gets there.
Oh, righto, mate. Anything I need to worry about? Any live critters in there or something? I give it a light shake.
Give me perception.
All right. My skills, right?
Mhm.
Skills.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, as far as you know, this thing's like it might as well be empty. It's incredibly light, doesn't make any kind of noise. Like you feel like there's some kind of weight to it, but you don't know if that's like what's inside of it or if it's the case itself. He's like, yeah, man, don't worry. There's nothing alive in there. At least I hope not. That'd be awkward.
You're telling me? Righto. Well, I'll have her to what's the address?
He just tells you a generic address in De La Rosia. He's like, you're going up to Yamal, so it should be on the way. You'll know it when you see it.
Righto. Just jot that down in my ledger here. All right. Well, I'll have it down to 123 Generic Avenue, Yarmul, and a jiffy.
Outstanding,
I grab it in my little
man.
talons and I flutter away.
All right. Olive, what are you doing here?
It's a good question.
It's catching
I will
rain.
say, yeah. I will say that Olive is pondering about the dream that she had. And if that lady is okay or not.
Roll a history.
Okay. Oop, I have no modifier.
So you don't remember if it's a story you were told or if it's something that you saw. Because, you've been around for a while. You're a fey creature. You see things, you forget things, you get things wrong sometimes. But you're pretty sure that lady's in pretty serious trouble.
Oh no.
The fey creatures, even if they're not necessarily malicious, they like to play pranks, and unless you're a fey, you're not really able to deal with a lot of the stuff. And then they like to prank people, but they also get really offended if you get mad at them. So it's this lady's probably not having a good time.
Having a good time.
So I'm gonna assume that Olive doesn't. Well, no, never mind. She might know how to get back to the Fey world for later.
Right? Give me a crucial history to see if you know.
Oh my gosh. Quick, blowing my dice. Thank you. Now if it's bad, it's
Damn.
God damn it.
You think real hard, and you're just like, well, I've done all I can do.
Can I donate an inspiration?
Are you? Oh, you donate your inspiration? No.
Yeah. God damn.
Oh man, I have one here. I felt like I want a do-over. I want a mulligan, please. Keep my dice away from Scrum. Oh my god.
Damn.
Oh no. Yeah, so you try real hard. Your noodle is cooking. Your noggin is jogging, but
oh my god.
in your head, all you see is like the dancing portions of all the single ladies. Like there's just absolutely nothing going on in there.
I believe it is be TV static.
No, yeah.
Oh my god.
Like you forget what you're thinking about as you're thinking about it.
I've done that in real life.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's what I. That's why I knew what to say it. So Varys, you're sitting there. You see Rufus come out of the store, pocket full of bullets, and you see
steam
Olive
coming out of my ears.
Yeah, it's just absolutely cooking. Eyes equidistant apart, just completely East Coast, West Coast.
I just look at Olive and be like, Olive, are you okay?
I'm thinking real hard. Real hard. I can't remember. remember. And then Olive starts just sobbing profusely. Like anime character, like giant, like tears on both sides.
Varys, make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
Oh.
James, hit me with the wacky bullshit.
Oh no.
Oh
Damn.
no. I'm so sorry.
So as she starts sobbing profusely, she covers her eyes with her hands, but eventually the torrent of water becomes way too strong, and you're like, are you okay? And just get blasted back by a gout of water. You're just slammed flat against the wall, and you're just like, oh.
Contaminated.
You say contaminated? I'm not dirty.
Contaminated.
Oh.
Oh.
I threw her over to Paris.
I was gonna say, you see her just absolutely doing the sprinkler system.
Oh yeah.
Man, are you alright?
I get up and I'm like, just rubbing my the bridge of my nose. It's like, yeah, I think I'm fine.
Yeah, Rufus, you come back and you just see this satyr just shooting water out of her eyes like a hydro pump.
That's the only one I know. I don't know the modern sound effect. I'm old. Anyways, what's wrong, love?
I can't remember.
Can't remember what's wrong.
James, roll history to see if you remember what you were trying to remember.
Oh no. Oh, it didn't go through. Oh hell yeah.
It didn't go through.
That was God. That was God. He knows.
So
That would have been a twin.
he asks you what you're trying to remember, and you're just kind of like, I don't remember, actually. All I know is that it was sad.
Stop crying immediately. Anyway.
I give her a little pat behind the horns. Like, oh, that's all right, love. You'll remember later.
Maybe. I need to see if I remember remembering crying about this later.
Yeah, that's something I'm just gonna just randomly throw in there because you'll see things that are gonna remind you, and then all of a sudden you'll be like,
Oh no.
yeah. So Shania comes out and sees you guys. Like, what's all this commotion? Also, what's all this water, baby? Why are you wet?
Don't worry
Listen,
about it.
we
Anyway.
had some technical difficulties, but we should be good. Don't worry about the water.
It's just like,
It'll
all
dry
right.
out.
I mean, I hope so. I would hate
It was
walking
rain.
around.
Huh?
What?
What?
It was just the rain.
Yeah.
And the shrug, walk away. Do not elaborate.
Freak rainstorm. Don't worry about it.
Just leave.
I guess so. Y'all be safe now.
All right,
I look at Rufus and I say, "We are not getting invited back. We gotta go."
We're fine. Don't worry about it. No worries.
We're not coming back to D&D 2.
Oh no.
We're not gonna be in 6th edition.
So you guys set out for De La Rosa. So Little Chaito, again, very crunchy, very granola. De La Rosa is just like if Mardi Gras, Carnival, and like the last week of school before you graduate was a place.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Yeah, bro, it's buck fucking wild. Like it's just parties every single day. It's very hard for people to fucking sleep. And you just all generally just feel like a good, happy atmosphere. Like the shit's all right. You're having a good time. I need all of you to roll non-crucial, non-threatening survival checks just to see if you don't get lost or separated from each other in the city.
Oh man, that would happen to us. Oh wait. Oh. Whew.
Nice.
So
I was almost
while we're
scared.
walking around before this, I want to talk.
Mhm.
Oh, I've been mulling around. I need to ask more people about this gun.
So, Rufus, give me a insight check and a perception check.
And
a survival. You gotta roll that too.
And that also, yes.
Oh,
No, he rolled survival. He's good.
Oh,
you got 23.
I didn't see him.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Insight and perception.
And perception, yeah. So, Rufus, you're
Duality of man.
you're running around waving this gun, and you're just like, "Hey, oi, oi, what's all this? Oi," pointing it at people directly while it's fully fucking loaded. Then you can tell that people are scared and really like concerned, but your perception is very low, and you don't understand why.
Nice.
I want Olive to like try to tell Rufus that he's scaring people. And that like she likes jokes, but like these are not good ones.
If you're
Olive
trying to
doesn't
figure
play
out why
about gun
everyone's scared,
safety.
give me perception also.
Oh man, Scrum. Oh, oof.
Dang.
Damn it, you just got it. I was hoping that was a 5. It's just like, yeah, everyone, look at this gun. So yeah, Olive, you put it together. Even though you're not from here, you're like, every time he points that weird hammer looking thing at people, they go like, huh, and just like run away.
Oh man.
I try and just get the gun away from Rufus without trying to like flash it at everybody.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're not retarded. Yeah, you can just tell him straight up, like, hey, yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, the Rufus. Yeah, put that shit away, dog. Like, I don't know why you waving that around.
Why are people scared of it? Like, I don't understand.
Squeeze it.
Squeeze
Jesus
it. No, don't
Christ.
squeeze it.
You
No,
reckless.
don't squeeze it.
She was a bad influence.
Rufus, it's fully loaded. Just put it away, big dog. Like,
I'm trying to find out what this thing is, and look, there's so many people here.
exactly. Just we can do it at some other
large
point.
circle space where everyone is very clearly like throwing their arms up like to shield the people next to them and like backing away slowly while you're just waving your fucking revolver around.
Sorry, I don't mean any harm. I just what? Oh, I don't understand. I just don't know what this is. I found it.
Oh no, it's so much worse. So two garishly dressed individuals walk up to you. One of them wearing like a 70s like white like sport coat suit set with sunglasses, and the other one wearing just like a Hawaiian shirt and flip-flops. And they're both just like, sir, can we talk to you for a second?
Sure. Do you know what this is?
The second you
call me the
pointed at them,
beast.
there's like, hey, relax, put that away, please.
All right. I just tuck it back in my robe.
They're like, yeah.
I'm just asking people what it is. I'm so confused.
I mean, you don't have to point it at people to ask them what it is. You can just point to it and go, hey, this thing, what is it? Come with us, sir, please. And they look at you, Olive, and Varys. They're like, are you with him?
Unfortunately.
Olive nods and follows in closer to Rufus and tries to talk to the people. Like he doesn't know what it is. Like he's just kind of,
Not
and
from
she
around
does.
here.
Yeah,
He's a little respectful guy.
She
Both
does
you
like
guys
the
give me
little
persuasions.
okay, and
They're gonna roll to see if they believe you.
uh,
I was a 14. Fuck.
Okay. So they're sitting there, and they're just like, I mean, we understand that he might not know what that is, but that's still not a valid excuse to be waving a gun around. And then they're like, "Sir, can you hand that over to us, please?"
No, I'm sorry. I can't do that, mate. This is a holy relic.
So the one in the white pantsuit, it's just like, okay, well, see, sir, when I ask you, can I see that? It's more of a statement, as I'm telling you, give me that.
Now, see, nah, I don't think you understand, mate. Like, it's not like that. It's a holy relic. Like a spirit
okay,
came to me, talked to me, told me all about this. He said this is going to like change my life, and it's going to like put me on a quest. And I've discovered it. I have to be like a better person. Like I'm going to be good. I'm going to do what's right, and I'm going to try to like better the world.
So the two men look at each other and they go, okay, well, this has gone on, I think, a little too far. So they pull out their own holy relics and they say, okay, sir, we are now asking for your compliance. I understand what you think the magic rock told you. You need to put that on the ground and step away from it, sir.
You got one too.
Yes, we're all magical wizards here, sir.
Talk to you too. You know him.
Violet.
Absolutely, yes.
I kind of want to throw fucking
Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, shit.
What is it,
Oh, wow.
Chingus?
Can Olive wild shape into a wolf?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to do that, and I want to pick up Rufus. I wanted to pick him up, like put him on my back before I wild shape. I don't think he's very big, right? He's like small.
Yeah, he's a tiny little owl. Yeah.
Small owl.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna throw him on my back and then just bolt as far as I can, as fast as I can.
I
Okay.
can fly.
That is true.
Give me a intimidation for your wolf. And they're gonna roll against your.
This was sideways so fucking
Damn.
fast.
You guys are something fucking else. Okay. Yeah, so
Damn.
they've got their guns out, and then all of a sudden, Olive just turns into a wolf, and they're like, "What the fuck? Turn into a what? What the fuck? What are you doing?" And let's see, they're gonna roll. Okay, well, just don't roll a 1, and you'll be able to steal fucking Rufus and run off with him, or tell him to cheese it.
What am I rolling?
Give me I guess a dexterity.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I got the medieval TK rap going on, and I'm losing
Here,
my
bud.
fucking mind.
Okay.
11.
Hell yeah, James.
Yeah, so you just wolf out, start howling and snapping at Varys and and Rufus, and they just know they speak wolf. They're like, "Jeez, it's the cops," and just start booking it down the alley. The cops are just too flabbergasted, and they just reach down and start talking on their radios like, "Hey, we got live ones. We got a wolf, a bird, and some kind of pointy-eared freak."
Damn. I have a name.
I was targeted.
We're all running down the street, right? Like, tick, 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 tick.
Yeah, so
Man, this is odd. We gotta find some way to hide.
All right, so we are going to enter a skill challenge. So I need you guys to make 6 successes before you get 3 failures. You can only use skills. No, you cannot make attacks. No, you cannot use spells. No, you cannot use quirky little things. Skills. Look at the skills tab. Is there a skill there? That's what you use. I have to answer this question every single fucking time.
Violet.
What?
I'm ready. I'm so fucking ready. Gotta save the game real quick.
Yeah. So you are booking it down the alley. There is a large crowd of people. They're like, "Hey, those guys are running." Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
First.
All right,
Oh, Scrum goes first.
All right, Scrum goes first.
Here, let's roll d4s to see who goes first, James.
No. Okay.
All right, Olive, you go first. You are a
Alright.
giant wolf barreling out of an alleyway. People are like, "Hey, there's that wolf."
And I can roll any skill, right?
Skill. Yep.
Okay.
Medicine.
All right, so how do you use medicine to escape this crowd of people?
I mean, you said any skill. Just
James. I didn't just say roll the skills with the highest number.
Oh. Sorry.
Explain how you're going to use medicine. Like, whatever your skill you're using, explain how it makes sense. Like, I'm going to use athletics to like push past people. I'm going to do acrobatics and flip over the crowd. Like, I'm
sorry.
Yeah. I'm going
I was thinking about Cthulhu. I'm so sorry.
No, you're totally fine. I got a bowl of Jesus juice and I spray it on the crowd and they'll fall asleep.
Oh man, that sounds like a good idea.
All right then. You got a 10, so that's fine. You're a druid. You know some hippie shit. You just crunch some berry juice and people are just like, "Ah, what the and people are just kind of falling down."
Nice.
All right, Varys or Scrum, who wants to go?
I'll go. All right. So I'm going, and I'm just woofing it, right?
Mhm.
Winging it, I guess.
Hooing it.
Hooing it.
Hooting it.
I'm hollering, James.
Oh no.
I bet.
I'm just gonna try to like just fly under the radar. You know what I mean?
Okay, so give me a stealth or give me basically stealth, really.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So yeah, unlike earlier, you stick to the shadows.
Since everybody else is all focused on Olive and Rufus just flies away, I just stealthily run through the alleyway.
Okay.
Oof.
15.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you take part of the confusion. Everyone just kind of is like, "Oh my God, there's a giant wolf. Is that a fucking owl with a gun?" And you're like, "Yeah, that's crazy." You just kind of just move your way through the crowd. So the 2 men with guns come out and they're just like, "Hey, where did they go?" I need everyone collectively to make a deception check to blend in. Deception or performance. Oh my God! All right. I was hoping one of you guys would fail, but no, you did it. Yeah, so you managed to lose your 5-star wanted rating. The cops have no idea where the fuck you guys went, even though you guys left in the most ridiculously unstealthy manner possible.
High five, James.
Amazing.
Good job.
So I'm not going to make you roll to fight each other again. You guys eventually do. and you realize that you need to deliver this package that you had gotten earlier from the Crunchy Granola Wizard or the Crunchy Granola Shaman. So how do you go about doing that?
All right, hold on one sec.
I want to unwild shape.
Yeah.
Okay. So Violet, how many of those do I get like per day?
I think I only get 2.
Damn.
So,
Okay, take
can
your time.
oh my god. Can I look around and see what street we're on? Does anyone know where we're at? Is there a way to identify where we could be in Yarbolt?
Yeah, so you look at a sign. I'm not going to give you like individual street names. So you see the sign, you could read it. You're on the intersection of here and there. You need to go to around the square boulevard.
All right. So, I go to Varys and I say, all right, mate, we are wanted, so we gotta keep a low profile. I'm obviously an Owlin. We got the satyr over here with the horns and the hooves. Not easy to hide those. But you, mate. And then I up on his shoulder and I take off my hat and sunglasses and put them on Varys. Hides your ears. No one knows who you are. Look at that, you're invisible, mate. All right, we need you to go around asking to see if we can get to 123 Generic Avenue.
Okay.
That's where this needs to go.
So Varys, give
I
me.
don't know what's in here, but I don't want to get caught with it. That shaman, he smelled like incense. I
He smelled like
before it's weird.
So Varys, give me an intelligence check.
Shit. Hold on.
I was a bit very sensitive to these things, you know.
Yeah, so you look for 123 Generic Avenue, and you're like, oh yeah, no, I know exactly where that's at. You just follow the road. So you just ski bop down the street until eventually you get to like a totally nondescript, regular-looking building. It's like a 2-flat apartment with a small set of stairs leading up to the main door.
All right.
We all walk up.
Yeah, so you walk up the stairs, and as you approach, the case starts like vibrating in your hand and starts to glow a little bit. And before you can really do anything about it, a large man kind of walks out and he's just like, "Granola send you."
Is his name Granola?
He describes him to you, and is 100% the Granola Wizard, the Granola Shaman.
Right. Oh, yeah, that's the guy. Yeah, he said to deliver this to ya.
He's like, all right. So he takes the container from you, and he's like, all right. He takes it around the corner. You hear a loud like ding sound, and he comes back out, and he's got something that looks a little bit more like your holy artifact, but it's a lot sleeker. It's more rectangular. Give me a perception.
Perception.
Nice.
Yeah, you are absolutely intrigued by this thing, and yeah, you notice it before you can try to like hide it or anything like that. You're on him, your owl-like eyes. So he's like, hey, yeah, come in, real quick.
All right, let's go.
Do all of you follow in, or just Rufus?
I will go.
I follow in too.
Okay. So you all come inside, and he closes the door. When he closes the door, you realize that you're not in De La Rosa anymore. You're somewhere else entirely. And he's like, yeah, man, check this out. So he opens the door again, and he's just like in a giant open meadow. And he's just like, yeah, man, fucking Granola man came through. So he starts twirling this giant rectangular thing around, points it at the sky, and just squeezes it. It emits an enormous like beam of energy. And he's like, yep. He's like, yeah, man, special order. Thing's awesome.
Wow. You know John Russ's Brownfinch too?
He's just like, yeah, man, this is one of his prototypes that never got made. So he shows you the slide of it, and he says, yeah, man, this thing's a legendary 1912, and you'll never believe what it's chambered in. Roll history to see if you know what it's chambered in.
Oh,
All of us, or
No, no.
Oh.
Yeah, so you have no idea. Exactly. He's like, yeah, man. He's like, nah, this is the 1912 and it's chambered in 46, man. Look at this. He points it at a tree and just deletes it from existence. So there's no stump, there's no bark, it's just womp, and that tree is no more.
Wow.
So he looks at your
Ripper.
he looks at your little bloody ripper. He looks at your little piece there, and he's just like, "What do you got there, man? That looks pretty neat."
Oh, this is a holy relic. John Moses Brownfinch led me to it. He was in the jungle, mate.
So he looks at you sideways, and he looks at you, Olive and Varys, and he's just like, "Is this guy for real?"
yeah.
Yes, 100%.
Oh, yeah, mate. I don't know if you're real. You're teleporting all over the place.
He's like, "Well, not magic. That's different, but man, may I?" And he just holds his hand out.
Sure. I hand him the holy relic.
Yeah. So he just takes it and give you another wisdom save. See if you're also impressed by his handling.
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save, yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Nice.
Ooh.
Yeah, so this guy's just as good as Granola is, but you've been there, you've seen that. You're a wise person. You're the man you were 15 minutes ago. So it's just like, oh wow, tough crowd.
No, I mean you're just as good as him. I'm just saying, like I can't do that good. Look.
Mm-hmm.
I twirl in my little bird hands and fumble it a little bit.
give me a performance. See if you got it.
Ah. There's a 7, but it went off the thing. There.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah, no, you're killing it. He's like, oh man, shit, you're almost better than me. Listen, do me a favor. How often do you see Granola, man?
This is my first time, but he lives around the corner.
He's like, bro, you're in the Crunchy Quarter?
Yeah, at the moment. I was just passing through. I'm on a quest. See, John Moses Brownfinch, when he showed me this relic, he said it was going to change my life. And it did. It did, mate. That's the craziest thing. Now, I'm on the path to be a better person and better the world through my actions.
Give me an insight.
Uh-oh.
Oh, sweet. I got +4. Fuck yeah. Oh.
So you're telling your impassioned story about your mystical quest and everything else. Olive and Varys, you look over at this guy and his eyes, he's like, man, that bird is far away.
I'm just happily telling you, like,
yeah, you are just
anyway. So that's how it all happened, mate. It's crazy. Life works out in mysterious ways.
He's like, yeah, man. No, I totally. I heard every single thing that you said. Listen, you're gonna go see Granola again. Do me a favor, and he hands you what looks like a Parmesan cheese packet, essentially, like that size, that dimension, but it's covered in. It's a blue background with red stripes, and there are just like a smattering of stars all over it. So he's just like, yeah, take this and give it to him. He'll know what to do. And then also take this, and he hands you like a small plant pot, and he's just like, yeah. Just put those in there, man, and Granola will hook you up.
What is it, anything I need to worry about? Because I think the last thing was alive.
Can I do a perception check or insight check on what he handed Rufus?
Yeah, give me a perception.
Perception.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, 10.
Yeah, so you look directly at this, and your limited knowledge of horticulture leads you to believe that this looks like a packet of seeds.
Yeah, so Rufus, I believe these are seeds to a plant. I'm not entirely too sure what it could be unless, we go see Crunchy.
course, he's a gardener. Makes sense. All right,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
got
yeah.
yourself down, mate.
He's like, all right, man, thanks. I'll take you back to wherever you're going.
Pat him on the shoulder with my little bird hands.
He's like, wait, where are you going, man?
You won't believe it if I told you. This man owl came out of nowhere. Hold on, first of all, I regale him with the story of what the fuck happened to us.
Mm-hmm. He's like, man, that's crazy. What'd you do to the man owl?
That's the question for the ages.
I wish I knew.
He's like, the guy's so nice. He was at my bar mitzvah last week.
Such a bar mitzvah. Like, how old are you, son?
That's rude. You don't ask a wizard his age.
I lean in like, that's
Fair enough.
true. I can't believe you'd say that.
I look at him too. I'm like, bro, like, why'd you ask that? Like, that's kind of rude.
Look around, all like, what the fuck? Like, I love to look over at wizard. Like,
He's like, yeah, no, man, man owl's great. I love man owl.
He was very nice to me.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
he's a gentleman,
He was
man.
nice to me too.
He's real
He
nice.
did like save us too. Like that's also I think kind of not
Aw.
mentioned.
Did you get an autograph?
I didn't, but he was super nice.
Oh, that's great,
To
man.
be-
flip like 5 of them in a row.
It's true, he does do that. Was he totally quiet when he did it too?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. You get to see that every now and then. Hmm?
He's an owl, but jeez. 5
Yeah.
times in a row.
Nah, he commits to the bit, man. You don't hear him coming.
Yes.
Like a hummingbird.
Are those quiet? I know they're quiet when they fly, right?
Fast though.
No, yeah, they can be quiet.
Jesus Christ, screw. I don't know where you end and Rufus begins. Yeah, they're quiet as shit. Yeah, but that thing's fast. I don't see how those two things are related. That is method acting. So you explain about the goblinos, and he's like, actually, man, you know what? Hey, you want to hurt those fucking goblinos?
Oh, I mean, not really, but yeah. A lot.
He looks over at you, Olive and Varys, and he's like, how about you? You want to hurt those goblinos?
I did kill their boss. I mean,
You killed O?
I did.
Well, I mean,
I did kill. Who was it? Johnny?
Oh no, you killed little Jay. Oh no. He's like, well, you see, you killed one of the bosses. We got bosses A, O, E, U, and O.
I love it.
He's like, yeah, son. I know Boss E. He's got something real weird, real stinky cooking up too.
What kind of stink is it?
Like bad breath and like rotting meat, man. Really weird. The stench is so bad it's caused me to change my accent 3 times in this conversation.
Wow, that's really bad, mate.
It changes my dialect
Now
just
I go-
thinking about it.
I'm going to go to a doctor.
Hey,
Or
you go to the
shaman.
doctor.
Number.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Just
so
run past him if he starts having a
starts stroking out. Yeah, no, so he's just like, yeah, a couple nights back, the Goblinos were moving some kind of merchandise into one of their warehouses. Stunk to high heaven. It was awful. Anybody that came out, though, and complained about it obviously got goblinoed, so everyone kind of just stuck to themselves. I moved. I was over here. But he's like, man, get rid of those guys? Man, I will forever be in your debt.
Wow.
I mean, I'm down for it.
I look at the group and I'm like, I think we should do it. But like I don't whisper it at all. I'm just like loud, like I think we should do it.
Like, look over
I
directly.
look at
like,
Olive and Rufus.
you're looking directly at him, but talking to your party.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I look down at my my holy relic, And I think to myself, what would John Moses Brownfinch do?
Give me a religion.
Scrum, you gotta pray to the gamer gods.
Religion.
I gotta pray to the gamer gods. Bless me with gamer-like rolls. Oh,
Damn.
So you do your best to channel John Bros's mom.
can I use inspiration?
You can if you want to.
Alright. I want to use my inspiration. Redo my religion roll. God fucking damn it, are you kidding me?
So you start to pray, and you're like, this ain't
Oh,
working.
man.
So you go like
Oh,
upside
no.
down and start to pray, but you're like, wait, hang on, it's coming to me. And a single sound enters your mind.
Damn.
You don't know what
The hell
that
was that?
means. You feel it in your soul, in your owlussy. That you need to
Oh,
act on
no.
this.
Oh no, not my cloaca.
Yeah.
I just
Black
look
attack.
at Rufus. I just look at Rufus and I see steam coming out his ears. Like, I think he's thinking of something real bad right now.
I also agree.
Rufus is standing on his head with his hands like tented in front of him, but his body's just kind of spinning because he's an owl. So he looks like a radar dish. Yeah,
I just pick him up and like, all right, well.
I think I know what I must do. I stand back up. I think we have to stop with the goblinos. You all right?
I think he said yes. And I give a
Yeah.
thumbs up to the guy.
He's like, all right, man. Hell yeah. So he opens the door again and it enters back into his regular apartment. So he walks further down into a room and he's like, hey, come with me. And just kind of has you stand in like his front room. And he's just like, all right, check this out. So he starts like pulling levers and like winding cranks and shit like that. And you feel the house physically move and like rotate around. And he's like, all right, man, right through there. So you look through the window and you can tell that like you have somehow transposed yourself directly into a warehouse. You don't know how the fuck that worked, but you know that as soon as you cross through that door, you'll be inside of a warehouse.
I look at Rufus like, hey, that's pretty cool.
Why do we keep getting teleported places?
I think it's neat.
He's like, walking's lame, man. Fuck that.
He's got a point.
I agree with him.
I mean, I can fly.
But some of us got legs. Like,
Or hooves.
Fair enough.
all right. So, I ask him if he has like any advice or any thing that he wants us to take from the warehouse, or
He's like, nah, man, the warehouse is just a place you can like watch this deal going down. Because whatever that stinky thing was that they had, I think they're selling it.
And then
okay.
I look at the warehouse. What do I see with my owlman eyes?
Let me make sure this is the right map. Okay, so as you press your giant owl eyes against the windows of the house, looking through the warehouse, you just see a totally nondescript regular warehouse. But further past the warehouse, you see through the windows of the warehouse, and you can see out into the street. And there are a bunch of like surly looking goblins just kind of just hanging out, you know, dressed to the nines, typical goblino fashion, and what appear to be like large, shaggy, 6 foot tall, with arms just as long creatures. And they're all kind of like just like looking shifty and like looking around at each other.
All right, I want to report back what I see. I see, hey guys, I think I see him out front. There's a bunch of them, and some big ugly ones too.
Olive is like, oh yeah. What do you want to do?
Oh no. All right, here's what we can do. I
Okay.
can fly up to the
Alright.
roof, get a better vantage point, right?
Mm-hmm.
See what's going on,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe like you could sneak in the back, maybe, and see. You know, it doesn't look like there's anyone in the warehouse at the moment. And I'll just keep an eye up front. and if anything starts happening, I could just, give you the signal.
Mm-hmm.
You can escape.
It sounds like a good idea.
Right, Varys, what do you think?
Yeah. We can do that. I can sneak in along with Olive there, since you can have the high ground.
All right. Remember. All right, so my signal's going to be. Who?
Fucking Christ.
Gotcha.
All right. So just remember who. When you hear that, go get out of there. All right, and with that, I go flutter up to the roof.
So you guys exit the guy's apartment and just kind of just walk casually through the warehouse. People look up at you and they go, "Nah, not my pig, not my farm." And just go back to whatever they were doing. So you all eventually reach the glass. You have this conversation, and through a small window, Rufus just kind of just flutters up to the top of the roof. You don't really know how he's going to signal you with that because it's pretty noisy. The street is very active, and there are people coming around doing all sorts of stuff. But in the middle of the way, let me put down this guy's correct information. Nope, that's wrong. That's wrong.
Patreon.
Okay.
Hello?
Okay.
I just hear a lot of button mashing.
Yeah, I had to change this guy's name because I didn't edit it before. I realize I'm not playing music on my end, so I'm just like, when I'm not saying anything, it's completely dead quiet. I'm like, nice. Okay, so there are 4 enforcers.
Oh. There's a lot of enforcers.
Yep. You guys see them on the map?
Yep.
I see 3, 4. Okay.
So they're all kind of just standing around there, and there are some. Give me a nature check to see if you know what the hell these things are.
All of us.
Yes.
Okay.
Nature.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah. So you know these guys are bugbears. By their elongated limbs, their just gangly gait, like everything about them is weird and goofy. But you can tell they're incredibly brutish and strong. Bugbear. So what do you guys do as you see these guys interacting with each other?
I want to try to use my superior owl ears and listen in.
All right. Give me a perception.
Ah, son of a bitch.
Damn. I also want to see what they talk about by stealthily just moving towards them.
Okay. Let me put you guys down on the map.
Nice.
Rufus, and then Varys. There he is. All right, so Varys and Olive position yourselves, and then we'll have Rufus just be there.
I would say, where's the rooftop of the place they're going into?
They are meeting in this parking lot. Gotcha.
Oh, that was a warehouse.
The warehouse was like the portal to it. So the way that it works is that the apartment leads into a warehouse. You walk out of the apartment into the warehouse, and then through the windows of the warehouse, you see this street. So you're seeing this deal going down.
Into a warehouse.
No. The warehouse is to give you cover.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so you guys are technically like in here. You guys are like technically like in this building over here.
All right, cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I just put you on top of that roof there. Yeah, so you see this large bugbear and these four very sharply dressed goblins, and they're kind of just, hey, oh, remember it.
Mm-mm. Remember.
Legally distinct catchphrases. So they're sitting there just talking to each other. Varys, give me an investigation.
Investigation. 14.
Okay, so you can tell that whatever the hell they're dealing or trading in is coming in from this van. It smells horrendous, and you can faintly hear like mechanical whirring and buzzing. Something is inside
Mm-hmm.
there, and it's gross. You don't really know what the fuck's going on with it.
Okay. Can I try and look inside from the passenger side door
Yeah.
to see what's in there?
Yeah,
Okay.
give me a stealth. What is their passive?
14.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Beat it by 2. Yeah. So they're not looking, and everybody else is facing away from you. So yeah, you just press your face up to the glass, and you immediately kind of like recoil. You're like, ugh. The stench is overpowering, and it's like it's generating heat. There's a small amount of like flies and stuff inside the room. It appears to be some sort of a humanoid. Its eyes or its eye sockets anyway kind of like glow faintly with arcane light, but you're not really sure if
Mm-hmm.
this thing's alive. It's just kind of like there.
Okay. So I go back to Olive,
Mhm.
or I sneak back to Olive. Stealth check?
No, you're fine.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
And I let her know, yo, there's like a robot looking thing in that van. That's what I saw. I don't know what you want to try and do. Just try and save it, or fight these guys. I don't know. Up to you. Olive?
James?
Huh? Sorry, I was
Talking
reading
to
it.
you.
Sorry.
No. So there's a robot looking thing in the van.
Mm-hmm.
You want to try and save it from these bugbears, or what's going on,
Yes.
or what do you want to do? All right.
I mean, it'd be kind of rude to just walk away.
You're right. You're right. Rufus,
Mm.
just trying to get his attention.
Who, me?
Yeah,
The other owl.
the
I
other
see
owl.
Varys talking to. Sorry. My attention split for a moment. I see Varys talking to Olive, and I flutter down silently because I'm an owl.
Silently, because I'm an owl.
What did you see?
Yeah, so there's like a robot machine looking thing inside that van. That's why that's what I think that's where we're here to get. That's the big thing that they're trying to sell. So we're trying to. I think we need to get them out of there.
Oh, it's like the movies. Oh man. All right. Yeah, we gotta get that robot. All right. I can cause a distraction. How do we get out of here, though?
We can run back into the warehouse, teleport back.
Right. All right. Hmm.
I think that would be the best bet, if anything.
All right. I could cause a distraction, and we could get him out of the car.
Yeah, I can go ahead and do that. We'll try and stealthily get him out.
All right. I'll head over to the other side of the street to draw their attention. If anything goes south.
Just have an argument with one of them, and then they'll probably all just join in.
Holy, if we could do that. All right.
I'm sorry.
That's the game.
Oh.
Varys, you're going to rescue the robot. Olive, you come with me, and we're gonna have an argument on the other side of the street.
Okay.
Draw their attention while Varys rescues the robot. And afterwards, we could just sneak into the warehouse and leave. Bingo, bango, bongo.
Bingo, bingo, bongo.
Sounds like a great idea, Owl.
Oh, thanks, love. Ready?
Right.
Break on 3. 1, 2, 3.
So you guys set up over here. So I need both of you guys to roll performance checks to see if your argument is convincing.
Jesus.
Oh, man.
All right.
I love it.
Ooh.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
you are bickering like an old married couple loudly. There's neck wiggling, there's slapping, there's clapping. Like, oh man.
Jesus
What do you mean
Christ.
I put the roast? I eat seeds. You know I'm a vegan.
Oh my gosh, I'm too stunned to speak. Hang on.
Oh no.
Oh man, I saw a dice roll. I look to Rufus and I say, "You called my horns ugly at that party. Why would you do that to me in front of
Wait a
my
minute.
boss?"
We were talking about the meatloaf, but listen, it was just playful banter, love. I didn't mean it like that.
So the two Goblino enforcers are just like, hey, yo, keep it down over here. People trying to do business.
Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to disturb you over there having your business meeting. Sorry, pal.
You're not sorry. You're gonna be if you keep this up.
I talked to Olive and I was like, "Oh, I think we should leave, possibly." And I look back to Varys.
And I tell you, do not leave. Like I wave my hands like side to side, like no, stay there, cause a bigger fight, cause a bigger argument.
Varys, I need you to make a very crucial stealth check.
Okay.
I cannot stress how crucial this one is. Oh my god.
27.
All right. I'm glad you took it seriously.
He locked in for that.
Yeah, man,
Yeah,
I can hear him sit up. So Varys, you just activate Reaper's Wraith form from Overwatch and just woof. The van isn't locked, but there are no keys in the ignition. No one hears you get inside of the van. So you guys see that Varys absolutely made it inside. What do you guys do?
Oh man, James.
Um,
All right, man. So then I want to bring our argument over here.
Mm-hmm.
okay.
So it's kind of around the corner from them. So we're not in their direct line of sight, kind of, but we're still within earshot. It's like, all right, now that we're now that we're away from them, what was I saying? That's right. You keep telling everybody, you keep calling me short in front of all of your coworkers. It's really getting under my skin. Like, I know it's just playful banter, but you know.
So you can hear the bugbears hear you, and they're just like, "Little man is short. Hey, bugbear number 3. I also agree. Look at him. He's short. wait. So the Goblinos are just like, hey, focus up, lock in, sit forward, leave them alone. Hey, short stack. What did I say? Get your little ass moving.
What? We already left.
Leave more.
Hear us.
Leave and do not continue to stop leaving. Go.
Listen, mate. I don't know who you're talking to, but like I don't know who you are.
So number 4 looks at everybody else like, is this fucking guy for real?
Yeah, it's a speech impediment, mate. I'm an owlin. We don't have it.
I'm very sorry. I was insensitive. We will leave now. Varys, give me a thieves' tools sleight of hand.
Let me in. Okay.
Nice.
12.
Yeah, so you do the classic rip off the bottom panel, hot wires and stuff together, touch them, and then boom, the van just turns on, and the goblins are like, "Hey, who's in the van?" Shake'ems.
Yes.
I need you to make probably the most crucial wisdom saving throw of this entire game.
Okay, so that's wisdom.
It's on
Click
there.
and drag, right?
Double click it.
Yep.
Double click it.
Oh, double click it? Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Perfect, thank you.
So,
13.
Varys, give me a wisdom save as well.
Oof.
Nice.
Dang it!
Oh man,
That's 20,
he's
let's
on
go.
fire.
What the hell, dude?
So, Varys, you're sitting there, you've hot wired this car, you're about to take off, when suddenly you realize that the robot behind you has now moved. I mean, he's like leaning over your shoulder, but I mean, like a fucking freaky skeleton robot would be. He's like, "Who are you?" And you correctly identify yourself. Junk Jeb, this stranger has now taken over control of your car. How do you feel about that?
I would like to roll a check to determine if he is a threat.
Insight.
Insight, okay.
Nice.
As far
Ooh,
as you can
nice.
tell, he is not a threat to you.
I look over and I'm like, oh, robot. Just over my
Greetings.
shoulder.
Art Officer Junk Jeb, reporting. I am programmed to tell you to not worry about the smell. How may I help you, sir?
I am here to help you, actually, robot, Mr. Robot. We are getting out of here.
We are going to the Great Junk Pile.
Yes.
Wonderful. My holy place. You will help me find the Great Junk Pile. Tell me, what is your name?
My name is Varys.
Wonderful. I loved the Ferris wheel as a... Well, I can't quite remember what I was.
We'll figure that out later. Right now, we have to go.
So the Goblinos, let's see if they actually notice. They know the car is running. They do not. They're like, "Hey, who's in the car?" I need you to make a very crucial driving check.
Okay.
Use a driving skill.
He has a driving
Yeah.
skill.
Yeah.
He specifically has a driving skill.
Oof.
14.
That was
That was an
scary.
8 on my screen.
Yeah, oof, man. Varys, you slam this hoe in reverse and just absolutely Tokyo drift it, killing at least 3 of the enemies here. You pinch this Goblino in between this muscle car here. You swoop down, crush these guys, and are you gonna take off in reverse or forward?
Forward.
All right. So you swerve down. Give me another driving.
Okay.
Oh no!
Damn.
So you're going 3 fast, 5 furious. If you haven't used your inspiration, use it now. Otherwise, you're gonna kill Olive and Rufus.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'll roll driving again.
All right. Oh.
11. Oh my god.
Eat a little bit.
Oh yeah. Ooh, that was that great. Yeah, so you're coming down there, Rufus and Olive. I need you both to make very, 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 very crucial dexterity saving throws. Otherwise, you're gonna be hood ornaments permanently.
I always gotta go out this way. No.
Damn.
So you didn't critically fail, but you absolutely did fail. Rufus, do you have no, both of you used yours for dumb reasons. All right. So wham, you both get fucking sent flying. Oh, it didn't roll. Okay. There we go. You both take 7 damage as your body impacts through one of these glass like bus stops, and you're just like, "Oh!" And Varys, or not Varys, Junk Jeb opens the door and kind of just motions for you to come inside. The stench of death is overpowering as this large skeletal man robot opens the door and just kind of just waves.
Greetings. I am programmed to tell you to not worry about the smell.
Like, Jesus Christ, what's that?
I just yell at Rufus and Olive to just get in so we can go.
Yeah.
Both of you athletics.
I want to make it look. I want to feign resistance, and I'm screaming out, "Help! I'm being kidnapped!
Oh,
We're being kidnapped! Help!"
Give me a performance. If you roll an 11, I'll count it.
Please.
oof.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah, so Olive, you're sitting there just casually walking to the car, and then he's like, "No, help, please!" And you're like, "Yeah, help, please." And just buckle into the car. The least convincing fucking performance from you, but yeah. So you guys take off. Give me one last driving to see if you can lose these guys before they all get in their cars.
Oof.
Oh, all right. That's actually not bad.
Okay.
I was hoping you'd fail at least one of those things, but you actually managed to do it. All right. So you managed to bring him back to Little Chaito. So Junk Jeb, you've never experienced nature. You've never experienced like anything other than the storage containers that they kept you in. And
Okay.
I know you long to return to the great junk pile, but it's been so long since you've been there, you forget where it is, what it looks like, and you look at all this green around you, and you're like, this is not junky enough.
I am furious. Where is the rust? Somebody report to me the rust.
Oh, you want some rust? I produced a holy relic. It's got rust on it.
I want to roll a check to see if I can identify the
Give me an
holy relic.
Arcana.
Okay.
Ooh.
Answers.
So, Junk Jeb, you pick this thing up.
Answers.
You walk over to a table. You, in a flash, disassemble it to its component pieces. You look at every single nut, screw, bolt, clamp, every single thing about it, and you determine this is a mundane item. However, when you're inspecting the rust, you're just like, yes, corrosion. So you're sitting there just rubbing your little robot mitts on it, and you scrape off a huge. Yeah, exactly. I'm glad someone got what I was going with it.
Can I leak grease?
Man.
When I get excited, can I leak grease a little bit?
Absolutely.
Oh, wonderful. So I'm leaking grease a little bit.
So you are just matter-of-factly lubricating this weapon. So as you're sitting there rubbing your little greasy mitts all over it, you knock a giant flake of rust loose, and you realize that flake of rust was actually stopping this thing from being a magic item. It starts to glow blue. What kind of element do you want your gun to shoot?
Oh. Oh my god.
Is that an owl
What's
after
holy
too much
damage?
food?
Radiant. Is radiant holy damage?
Yes.
Yes, radiant.
All right. That was a trick question because it shoots all of them. Your revolver has a chamber that the more it is lubricated and scraped and flaked, you realize that each individual chamber shoots a different thing. So whenever you are using it in combat from now on, you're gonna have to roll the dice to see what gets what where.
Oh hell yeah, dude.
And then
Roll a d6.
the longer you use it, the more control over it you'll have to the point where you can actually decide what element it shoots. But for right now, it's going to be a random.
Okay. All right. How many chambers do I have?
You have 6.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'll make a chart for you to do that later. So, Varys, Rufus. Not you, man. Owl. Get out of here.
Who?
You heard me. Okay. Yeah, that's everybody. All right. Yeah, so Junk Jeb, you're here. You're stinking up the place. You're mad about there not being enough rust. And this small woman and a large minotaur come out, and they're just like, "Who? What is that smell?"
Hello, I have been programmed to tell you not to worry about the smell.
But baby, I got a nose. I can smell it.
Suddenly, the sound of dogs are barking all over the neighborhood.
So she looks over at you, Olive, Varys, and Rufus, and she's like, is this man with you?"
You call us a man?
Welcome.
I mean,
Hello,
he's
I am
humanoid.
Junk Jeb.
Yeah, this Junk Jeb thing. This thing with you.
I am Art Officer Junk Jeb. Do you have any pieces to produce for the great... Oh, never mind. Do you have any pieces to produce? I must grade your art.
So, Junk Jeb, when you mentioned that you are an art critic of sorts, various people come and bring you their handmade whatsits, their didgeridoos, their peace pipes, their wind chimes, all the hippy dippy crunchy bullshit, and you determine that this is junk of excellent quality. There was actually garbage here the whole time.
I lean into Rufus and I'm like, I think that's a good thing.
You look at him, his eyes are glowing.
This pistol, this piece of art. Where did you find this?
Everyone hands their oh, are you talking about Rufus's gun? Or are you talking about just like the random garbage they give you?
I was talking about Rufus's gun. Sorry.
Oh, found it in the jungle, mate. I was out walking. We're getting with the story. What happened?
Interesting. And how did you come across this other items that you have produced for me? I must know their source. We must go to more places where these items are found.
All right, it's a bit weird, I guess. Yeah. We got some other things we have to do, but sure. I turned to the group. I'm like, it sounds like he's some type of like art critic robot. Those gangsters were gonna peddle.
That's pretty
Like,
cool.
"You are thieves. It's just like the movies."
Just like the movies.
I love this group. This is ridiculous. So
I just look at that owl and I'm like, rubs my fingers on my bridge of my nose, like, yeah, just like the movies.
Hold on, that reminds me. I flutter up. I take my glasses and my hat back.
Please explain, what are the movies?
Roll,
Just
so you
kidding,
put
I
pictures
get
on
that.
me. Imagine like a bunch of pictures in like a sequence, and like his sound is pretty great. You'd love him.
Not enough rust. I hate it.
Junk Jeb, give me a
Oh, there was
performance.
gonna be a movie named Rust.
Oh no.
Anyways,
So Junk Jeb, you hear the very layman explanation of what movies are, and you think to yourself, "Oh, like this," and you begin to just project your own memories through your eyes onto the floor. I need all of you who are not Junk Jeb to make wisdom saving throws.
Oh no. Oh man.
Oh, well, fuck.
Okay, so all no, this actually works out really well. So you know that Rick and Morty that bit where like they can see into the cat's mind and they never show you what the fuck the cat actually like has done in its life, but everyone is just throwing up and shit. So Varys, you and Rufus are seeing Junk Jeb's memories, and it's the same thing. You are absolutely horrified by what you're seeing. All of you're like, hey, that's pretty cool.
jeez.
Very fitting.
Like, oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah. No, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
no, that's pretty accurate. Like I can't even argue.
Yeah. So Junk Jeb finishes his weird, grotesque slideshow of all the weird and horrible things that have happened to him in his entire life, and then it's just like, "Did you enjoy that movie?"
Okay, so what he's projecting a scene of a human who's basically getting his head removed and is getting crammed into a very small head compartment of Junk Jeb and bolted inside after being like connected to some wires inside of him.
Rufus
I-
throws up a dried owl pellet. He goes, "Oh, that was gross."
Olive
I
wants
walk
to
away.
ask Junk Jeb questions.
I'll walk over to the nearest bush that's like right here, and then I just start throwing.
Oh no!
Junk Jeb senses that you are unsure. The surgeon promised there would be no side effects. I have been programmed to tell you not to worry about the smell.
Oh, at least it's
So
not the smell, mate. That makes sense. It's just the
The everything.
is that what you are?
I am Junk Jeb, art officer. Do you have any art pieces for me to critique? Teak.
Nah, mate, we
point-
gotta get you looked at. Though sounds like y'all having a malfunction.
Sorry, sometimes when I am not properly producing grease, I have critical errors. Errors. Do you have any junk for me?
So as Junk Jeb is having his existential crisis, you feel a familiar hand on your shoulder, Rufus, and he's just like, "Hey, man, what's with the junk bot?"
Oh, hey, Granola. I can't believe that's your name. He's slide that in there real quick.
Like, yeah, man, that's my
Oh,
name.
that's your name. Yeah, he's you know what this thing is?
So he pulls out a little loop, puts it on his eye, and he's just like, quite indeed. He's gonna roll
The hell was that? Why'd you sound different, mate?
because I got my loop on. So he
Got a
begins
monocle.
to poke around. He produces a wand, and he's like, yes, quite indeed. And he looks over at you, Junk Jeb, and he's like, and you produce this grease internally, yes?
Indeed, the grease must flow.
Oh no.
He's like, I would be bothered by the smell, but you were told me not to do that. And So he begins to just make several notes into his into like a little notepad, and he says, "This thing, no idea."
Oh,
I look at Rufus and I'm like, I look at Rufus and I'm like, didn't you get seeds? Maybe that would help with his grease
that's
problem.
right. Hey, Crunchy. Your friend with the weird gun?
Hmm.
He told us to give you these. I produced the pot and the seeds.
So he grabs the little seed bag from you. He's like, "Oh hell yeah! Hey, remember how you didn't know what these things were?" And he just reaches into your pocket and pulls out a bunch of bullets. And he's just like, "Yeah, these things. Yeah, man, these are freedom seeds. Check this out." So he just goes and rips open the bag and just pours like empty shell casings and mixes them with just like a bunch of like dirt and cordite. And he's like, "Ella kablam!" And from the ground sprouts absolute like just varying calibers of bullets. And he's like, "Yeah, man, check it out."
Damn.
Wow, that's amazing, mate.
He's like, "Right? Oh, it's so cool. You're lucky. These things are rare, man. He gave this to you."
Oh, he said to give it to you, though, mate.
Nah, man, he said give it to me so I could grow it. You wouldn't know what to do with this, man, but this is for you. Look, and he just flips around the back, and there's a picture of you and the guy, and you're like, it just says best friends, but it's like a really shitty, like, cartoon, like, crayon drawing
Oh no.
with, like, guns that look like L's and, like, little lines for the bullets.
Damn.
I look at the drawing, and I'm just like, oh, it's written. So it was written. And I accept the little terracotta planter with the little bonsai bush of bullets sprouting
Absolutely.
from it.
So Dahlia kind of just swoops in and she's like, "Nope, give me that. I'm not just leaving a goddamn bullet tree. Not after what happened last time." You look over and she points in the direction, and you see that there is a fucking tree way off to the side of the crunchy quarter that just has a bomb hanging off of it. Like just a straight up like fat boy nuclear warhead just hanging off a tree, being held by like the thinnest like apple stem, and she's like, "Nope."
Damn, dog. Damn.
No, you should probably prune that.
She's like, "With what, baby? I can't lift that. Where am I gonna put it? It'll go bad."
I look over at Junk Jeb. I'm like, "Hey, mate.
What? How can I help you?
You wouldn't happen to be like, I don't know, like a welder or something, would you?"
I can manufacture things from many things. Things are the stuff of life. How may I help you today?
Profound. Wow. Well, mate.
Junk
Funny
Jeb,
story.
I need you to make an art check.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Nice.
So Junk Jeb sees all the
Right.
commotion and the giant bomb hanging off the tree, and you are just struck with inspiration, Junk Jeb. You know what to do with this bomb.
Magnificent. Such a device. I must disassemble this bomb and harvest the components within.
My that sounds a bit dangerous.
I say we let him do
What?
it.
Maybe we should like evacuate first.
I trust him.
I trust him too.
He's a robot.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Ah,
He knows how to
Junk Jeb,
disassemble it.
with lightning precision, you watch as his go-go gadget legs extend upwards, his hands turn into pruning shears, snips the little stem, hangs onto it, brings it back down, and just like the Tasmanian devil, just tears it apart. He creates a giant junk pile and just kind of swims around in it, doing junk angels.
I love that.
I love that. Yes.
Fantastic.
Excellent. You got it.
Black and white bird poop splat.
Yep. Dahlia runs over and basically removes like the demon core that's there, and she's like, "Nope." She's got like giant like tongs that are like really really long, and she's like, "Nope." And you just hear her just, "Nope, nope, I'm leaving. Nope."
I yell. I go, dibs.
All right. I want to stick my head up from the junk pile as I'm swan diving in it, and use my laser eyes to see what it is the core is.
So you look at the core. Give me another art check.
Okay.
Oof.
Damn.
You look at it. It ain't art. It ain't nothing. It's just trash, but not the good kind of trash. The bad kind of trash. The trash that you don't want. It ain't greasy. It ain't rusty. Nothing.
It belongs in a high society museum. I hate it. Never mind. And I stick my head back in the junk pile and just make like rhythmic whirring noises.
Hey, Junk Jeb, I have a question.
I stick my head back out of the pile. Yes, how may I serve today?
Do you also eat metal and junk?
Yes, indeed. But only from the right chefs.
Who's your favorite chef?
Can I roll?
Yeah.
A history check to scan famous chef from TV? Like,
Yeah, roll history.
I don't know anything from in the past. Shoot.
See if you remember. But they have an existential crisis.
Cause yeah, I wouldn't know what my favorite chef is if I'm fresh. All right,
Gordon Ramsay, but years in
I
Ramsay.
start looking around at signs around me, and I just fashion a fake name from 2 random signs in the area. My favorite chef is Winston's Chevron.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yes, Winston's Chevron. I sure do love their oil pudding. Ha, ha, ha.
I look at Rufus like, anyway, now what?
I shrug my outwards.
I stick my head back down and continue worrying.
So this scene.
Oh, I was gonna say I wanted to inspect that cord to see what was actually up with it.
So
Like if it was able to be used in something.
you catch up to Dahlia, and she has it on like a long set of tongs, and she's like, "No, baby, step back. This is dangerous. You don't want nothing to do with this."
I just told I just want to inspect it real quick just to see what we can do.
It's just like, "Baby, are you some sort of physicist? Do you know what this is?"
I'm a high elf, but yeah.
You hear like a regular
Yeah,
speech?
I know.
Motherfucker, is that what I asked you? Give me a persuasion.
Come on, you got it.
Okay, so she's got to roll higher than that to tell you no.
Got it.
Oof.
Damn. Fuck.
No.
Nope.
Like a cartoon, her head just extends from her neck all the way. No.
Just hit me with that
play
Bugs
with
Bunny.
your robot.
Nope.
Keep
I turn around with my head down, like, oh.
Keep acting up. You ain't gonna get no porridge. You know I'm gonna put honey in it tonight.
I just turn around with my head down. Oh.
Man, leave these kids alone for 5 seconds. They over here bringing goddamn plutonium cores in my house.
I still have my bonsai freedom tree.
Hey Violet, I have a important question.
Mm-hmm.
Can I hang like little like car like air fresheners onto Junk Jeb?
I was gonna do the same thing.
Okay.
How would I react though?
How would you react? It's your thing.
I was gonna go to Crunchy's fucking shop and just get incense.
I find a way to like try and make them stink. So when Olive isn't looking, I dip them in rancid things again.
What if I put it in like grease?
That's the only way to distract me from wanting to make nice smelling things not smell nice.
Some grease covered like trees all over you.
It would be like a carrot on a stick. I'd get distracted though. You wouldn't want to put too many on me. But then I would just smell like oil and decay. I mean, wouldn't that be harder? You'd have to consider that. You'll get used to the smell. I promise.
So okay. The head inside Junk Jeb, is it like a zombie head now?
That's pretty much, yeah. It's like
how fresh is it?
So think of like Walt Disney when they like cut off his head and they're like, oh, in the future we'll find a way to resurrect Walt Disney. Okay. And then they just kind of like, he's still just chilling there. Like imagine they wanted to try a way. It was super like kind of crude. So they just stuffed him in there and like plugged him in, but didn't think about like preserving his head. So he's somehow got something going on in that brain, but it's It's like what is it, Mr. House from New Vegas? It's except not preserved.
Okay. Does
I
his
would
head
say
have
like we can
memory
put.
from like before he was in the robot?
Violet, you were saying no, right? Like it's
What's
there's
up?
no recollection of like well, I had the projection thing, but no memory of like that person as in their life.
Yeah, whenever you project your memories, you can't see them.
Okay.
Your body does, so it can recall things and display them, but your eyes are taken up projecting it, so you can't see what the hell it is. You don't have your own memories.
Okay, cool. All right. That's I like that.
I would suggest like we can do like a whole like put his head in like a jar with the tears of Cheems, kind of like the Futurama type of thing. Just kind of like preserved, like to contain that smell.
Listen, mate, we need to replace that jar. You got a leak somewhere.
Put little like trees on that too.
No, it's like a metal helmet. It's like all of it's metal. It's like imagine the world's most durable metal bucket with like eye holes that glow, and like but it's got like a little backdoor hatch, and they just shoved a skull in there that's like too big.
Mm.
They just crammed it in there.
One of the
And then just
Cybermen from Doctor Who.
like welded it shut.
Maybe we gotta get you a better hat.
Like sloshes if I turn my body too quickly.
Oh, I hate that.
Oh,
Hey
I don't know.
Violet,
Mm-hmm.
can Olive try to create a new like maybe like not metal like container for the head and junk gem?
What if I don't want it? I just want to graft things on. I want to graft things on top of myself to contain the smell. So instead of doing something rational, I'd rather like just become bulkier and with the junk I'm finding, I'm like attaching it to myself of dubious quality.
Yeah, you find every single time that you try to like freshen up Junk Jeb, it seems almost kind of performative, like he's trying to punish himself or something in his programming is not allowing him to simply move on past the stench. He likes the stench, even though it's driving everybody crazy.
I was afraid of that. Okay, so I guess we got to get used to the smell, guys.
He has been programmed to tell you not to worry about the smell? Question mark.
Look, I guess.
Junk Jeb, I need you to make another art check.
Okay. Oh no.
a 9.
Okay. So, Junk Jeb, you realize that your stench is making people uncomfortable. So you go into the lab and you're like, you know what? I got this. I'm going to figure out a way to help them. So you spend several days, several nights. You're in here just whirring, banging, clanging, and you're like, got it, perfection. And you give them a headband that will prevent them from smelling you. However, you didn't do it good enough. So it works for a little while, but then immediately just kind of amplifies the stink, and everyone's just like, ah!
And I have to rub grease on it to recharge the headband. I need to grease all over them.
Mate, I'm not getting your grease on me. Here's your headband back. I'll just deal with it. That's fine.
Yeah, the only way that it works is if it's
I will
constantly
also just
greasy
deal
and
with
gross.
it. I will also just tough it out.
Their rejection causes me to grease harder.
Oh no!
Disappointment grease.
It's like leaking through the rusted plates. It's rusted armor plates and just like trickling down my chassis.
Mm.
Mate, we gotta get you some like absorbing like clothing.
A diaper.
A diaper.
It's made of like the like shop towels. Oh man.
All right.
But he really likes to grease.
Yeah.
Please take these headbands. They will help you. They will reconstruct your programming to follow my primary directive. Do not worry about the smell. However, I must warn you, without sufficient grease from my chassis,
Oh,
They will not work, for they are limited in time, as are all meat creatures. Slosh.
I just take the headband and put it in my bag,
I tear off
just to have
I
it
tear
on
off the
hand.
bottom of my robe and make it look kind of like the headband and put it on under my hat.
So I take some of the rusty junk, and I'd like to fashion some rusty nose plugs for the gang as an alternative.
Oh no! Give me another art check. Why?
Another 9. Jesus Christ!
9 is a no. No success for me.
Yeah, 10 is the minimum.
So I can only make half as many. Is that a good compromise? It's like there's only, what is there? There's 6 nostrils. I can only make 3 plugs.
Well, the thing is, right? It's like,
your olfactory sensors.
yeah. That's the thing. Is like
3 plugs.
your art skill allows you to craft things, but if you don't roll higher than at least a 10, you'll make them, but they'll be wrong. So it's just like when
they're way too big for the nostrils.
Well, they'll fit just right? But the problem is that you can't smell anything except the stink at that point.
Yeah.
Oh
no! Instead of blocking your nose, it's just a fucking stankifier.
I just pull them from my like robo ear holes, and they've been sitting near the skull too long.
Yeah, I'd rather just keep the bandana in my bag at that point.
It's fine. Like I said, I'll deal with it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Thanks.
Please tell me you're aware the grease band. I have spent much human time making them.
I'll wear it in necessary situations. How about that?
I want Olive to whisper to Junk Jeb and tell him that if he wears them, then he can absorb even more grease. Like he gets way more grease because it'll be absorbed into the band.
Sure. So I'll wear them, and then, but I'll have to give them to you in dire situations to block the smell. So I'll wear one like on my head, like as a sling, like an underarm sling, and then like a sumo thong. I'll wear one like right there.
He's got his fucking Fundoshi headband. It's nestled in there for maximum stink resistance. Like, oh, I hate that.
For maximum grease recharging.
Oh no!
I must give you the headbands at fastest expedient time possible.
Oh no!
So I want Olive to really just try to really convince Junk Jeb that he needs the grease bands way more than we do, because we don't use grease efficiently, and it's just a lot of wasted grease. And I think that would anger him that there's wasted grease.
There will come a time in battle you will wish you had the headbands of stink resistance. You will find that the grease is mightier than the stink spore.
So,
mate.
Olive looks at Junk Jeb and says, "You deserve the grease more than any of us."
Your grease will come in time.
Thank you. I hope you enjoy all of the grease. And then Olive bows.
So then I suit
and
up.
Pushes Rufus forward, closer to Junk Jeb. Your turn. It didn't work.
This continues on for the course of several days. Parts of the Crunchy Quarter have now gone brown and gross because the grass is clogged with grease and grime. And Dahlia is just like, baby, what did y'all do to my... Oh, Lord.
I look around and I was like, oh, man, I'm sorry. Oh, it's like an environmental disaster around here. Look, I'll help you clean it up.
Okay, wait.
I
have an idea.
Okay, hang on. Junk Jeb sensing my impact. I would like to somehow incorporate the magic hand into helping clean up as an act of penance.
All right, give me one last art.
Oh, and I was gonna say I kind of walk around around the area to try and find at least like some sort of other area where he can reside in, like the
You can
junk, like a
go-
junk area?
So
he can live
the-
in the junk pile.
yeah, I was gonna say the area where that tree was with the giant bomb that he dismantled and is
Oh,
now
okay.
ever growing pile of junk. That seems to be the absolute best spot. So Granola comes over and he's just like, "Hey man, why don't you just build him a tub to put the grease in?"
We could do that.
With Granola's
Like
idea in
24.
mind, you build yourself like essentially like a Houdini like dunk tank full of just nasty fetid grease.
Hell yeah.
It
Hell
smells
yeah.
horrendous. However, while you're inside
Oh,
there,
no.
you're able to recharge your grease to maximum capacity. You got your funk at max. All the sliders are set to 11 and then snapped off so they can't be lowered. And it also reduces the impact that your greasiness has on the surrounding area.
Heck yeah. So I use my junk making skills and my magic hand to have a giant straw where I suck up the grease through the straw that's around me and I spit it back into the dunk tank.
It's just as gross as possible. It's coming through like every crack. Like it's just disgusting. I hate it.
Okay, so Violet.
Like imagine if you spilled milk on a table and you grabbed a straw and you drank it all, but then you like spit it back into a cup through the straw again. That's like what I'm doing in the dunk tank.
Rufus is just sitting there, like beak open, sunglasses flipped down
Mm.
my beak, like, oh.
Oh, no.
I turned to that bush that I threw up in earlier, and I just throw up in it again.
Can I roll a performance check somehow to see like how gracefully I'm doing it?
Absolutely.
Okay,
I hope you fucking bomb this.
Oof.
Goddamn.
A 10.
In your mind, you are graceful as a swan. You are the peak of performance. You're like, ah, yes, everyone is surely in awe of my skill. In reality, it's like if you just took a bunch of like raw sewage in your mouth and then kind of like try to spit it through your teeth, so it's just going in like every direction, but it's eventually filling up. Yeah, it's disgusting.
I'm like missing the straw entirely. It's just going through my robo mouth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like that puffer fish with water. Just...
So
What is it, Jeebus?
so I don't want Olive to be paying attention to any of that, like just like oblivious to it because she's trying to see what is wrong with the grass and it, as a druid, if there's any way she can help like heal it, like fix it.
Yeah, absolutely. Give me. I don't think Druidcraft has a.
Wacky bullshit. Wacky bullshit.
Yeah, give me a wacky bullshit, James.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oof.
None.
So the wacky bullshit is being actively countered by the horrible grease. You're just like, I think I can. And as soon as you sit there and you cultivate all your power to make a plant grow that could help suck up the grease, you get stepped on by the grease monster himself, and you're just like, damn it.
Can I try again?
Absolutely. Give me a wacky bullshit with advantage.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
I think harder this time.
Outstanding.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so you're like, wait a minute, let me get further away from this fucking grease goblin, and you just go a little bit away, and you sit there while this giant grease tank is being built, and you create plant life that is grease resistant, not grease proof, because nothing is grease proof. And you basically kind of just like seed this grass among the regular grass. So whenever the grease contacts with it, it kind of just sloughs off. It's like greaseophobic grass.
Okay. I like that.
Could I use like some sort of check? I don't know if it'd be like Arcana to could I use perception to sense my party's discomfort and then use Arcana to like construct some sort of like grease repellent like dome thing so most of the story arc isn't consumed by grease in our homeland. It's just
Like,
populated outside of
you
like there's the
can't put
grease
back
tank.
in the tube.
Give me an insight to see if you even understand that people are upset, and then we'll go from there.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
13?
Yeah, so I know, I also wanted him to fail that one. He's just like, yes, everything is great, and everyone's just like, it's not great. It's not.
Oh my god.
We have to get along for a while, so this is like my attempt at like a peace offering.
No, you're completely fine. It's also other people live with you, so yeah, you realize very quickly that like this grease trapping is not working. However, with the addition of Cheem's greasophobic grass, you quickly realize you can just scoop it up, kind of like mop water, and just wring it into your grease trap, your ever growing Tower of Babel style grease trap.
Oh no.
The barrel just gets taller and wider.
100%. It just never stops.
It's like one of those like the sides are clear, so like you could see like fish attempt to go in there for some reason. Fish are in there and they're just like they're dead. Just like
The barrel just got 10 feet higher.
Oh no. No, they're the little mechanical fish that you made that are powered by grease.
Yes, perfect. Thank you. Yes.
That barrel. That barrel.
Build that barrel, absolutely. Make Grayvale greasy again. I hate it. I hate everything about that.
Oh my god.
So after several days, the grease problem is solved. You no longer have to worry about the grease. However, Ferris, give me a survival check.
Did everybody survive the grease?
Mm,
You are currently covered in grease.
oh, survival. Okay.
Mhm.
So glad I picked this as a skill.
Last game it was fucking cheap.
18.
So as you spend the rest of your days in the crunchy quarter, you kind of just take up a routine, right? You don't want to get dull, you don't want to get soft. So you begin to like patrol around the area every couple of days. You check fences, and at one point at the very entrance to the part of the crunchy quarter you all live in, you notice a series of tracks that are very concerning.
Oh,
Okay.
So
So do
give
I
me a
roll
nature.
investigation? Oh, nature. Okay.
Mhm.
Damn it.
The tracks are very small, but there are numerous small creatures that these tracks could fit. So yeah, give me an investigation. See if you can narrow it down.
Can Olive look at the tracks too?
Sullivan Grundy
Ten.
want to look at tracks too. Yeah. Give me an investigation too, Olive.
Oh god, I don't have a modifier.
I'm not. near that.
Oh,
I gotta leak some grease. I'll be right back.
Oh no.
No, no.
I
They
hate
gotta
that.
leave some
So Olive, you get down there and you're like, these are tracks. And Varys is like, thank you. Very
I want to
helpful.
smell them. I want to smell them.
Hey, give me a wacky bullshit.
Oh, great.
It was an 18 on my screen. Oh, it didn't pop up. I'm gonna cry.
No.
Mm,
Violet, I promise it was an 18.
you can
That's
you can
fine.
get it again, James.
I mean, roll
I
again to
need
see if you
it.
get better, but let's see.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, we'll count it as your 18. So yeah, so Varys, you're sitting there, you're trying to figure out whose tracks are what, and Olive just comes up and just literally just grabs the track off the floor, like it was a sticker, and she kind of just holds it up, and it looks like a pure black insole, and she's just like, huh. But give me an investigation, Cheem. Now with advantage.
Now with advantage?
Mhm.
Word.
So you take the now removed footprint and you kind of just blow into it, and the footprint expands and forms like a 3D print of the foot that was holding it, and you realize that it's a small green foot with very nice shoes.
I
I
have
like
returned. Boop 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 boop.
I found a shoe.
I look at Olive. Interesting.
I would like to inspect the shoe for magical properties.
Give me an art.
Ooh, that was almost a 1.
So Junk Jeb reaches over with his go-go gadget claw, filling the entire shoe with gross greasy substances. Junk Jeb, you realize that this is a goblin foot.
I speak Goblin. Yes, goblin feet. One of my favorite receptacles for cleaning my grease traps.
So Varys, you know, having been here for at least now like 2 weeks or so, goblins really don't cover the crunchy quarter because even though they're woodland creatures and all that, they don't really kind of get along. They're not very not very social creatures. So for a large mass of goblins to be hanging out specifically where you are, especially all the problems you've caused the goblinos, it's leading you to believe these guys might be scoping you guys out for an attack.
So with that all being said, I turn to the group and I'm like, guys, I think we are gonna be set up. We're getting set up for an ambush or something.
I mean, it makes sense.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yes, the ambush art exhibit held by the goblins. Once every 3 years.
It's every 3 years.
Junk Jeb,
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
give me a very crucial history check.
Come on, please. Yes.
Nice.
So when you mention ambush and the goblins, Junk Jeb immediately turns on. You hear like the old rotary like cinema, like the film reel, starts projecting it onto the ground, and a boss that you've never seen before starts talking, and he's like, "Who are these people in the quarter?" And you hear like off camera like murmuring and things like that. Nah, we got to make these motherfuckers dead. You see what they did to the boss, and the point of view shifts to the crate where O is just completely crushed like a cartoon character, arms and legs just flat against the ground.
Oh no.
So you just see him like, yeah, no, we got to find out where these guys live and make them not that.
I look at the group. I'm like, I think that's the box that Olive threw at the one guy.
Makes sense. So, Violet, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
So, since my character is a Fae, does that mean that for them it's like kind of like a Looney Toony, which is abnormal, like for this world?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make.
Yeah, and anytime that you get to roll a wacky bullshit, just Looney Tune it up, team.
Nice.
The rules of
Okay.
regular physics do not apply to you specifically.
Nice.
My new friends, you must tell me, did the goblins produce great art, or shall I have to produce a fine upon them? Do tell me what you saw. Daw.
Okay, I pull the group in. Group huddle real fast.
I put on my bandana because I'm too close to Junk Jeb. And I'm getting kind of nauseous.
You just rip one off my rusty body real quick before huddling up.
Plug my nose with my robes.
Okay, so Olive is like, guys, if we can just go around finding people and make a lot of money, because they'll just give their stuff to the robot, or alternatively, we find them, instant money.
So my thought too is like RoboCop style. If these goblins are going around causing problems, if they're producing bad art by destroying stuff, I could find them by like attacking them too.
So as you're having this conversation, and Cheems, you point out multiple times, free money, easy money. A voice from way at the start of the corridor is like, hey, you know what's funny? That was our plan too. And just cresting over the horizon are countless greenskins, all carrying various weapons, dressed impeccably nice. And he's just like, we can do this the easy way or the hard way. And I prefer the most difficult path. It allows me to inflict the most pain. But if you're smart, you can just give up the robot.
What's that earlier on?
I look back at Junk Jeb. I'm like, yeah, he's yours.
Yeah, they're coming from this way.
Oh, from that way? Okay.
Yeah, they're heading down into the quarter, and they're kind of just fanning out.
So
Well,
seeing that they're coming near us, can I shoot some grease on the floor
if
as they're coming towards us?
if we're gonna engage in combat, we'll do that next time. I just wanted to set up these guys as
okay.
a thing to
I'm
worry
sorry.
about. No, you're fine. You have
Could there be a playful amount of grease on the? Can they kind of stumble a little bit?
Oh, believe me, I did not know what kind of character you were gonna make, so I didn't have a lot of things prepped up for that. If I had known about this grease monstrosity, I would have committed a lot more resources to it. So the next time that we play, I'm gonna have a different map. It's gonna get weird.
That's awesome. I didn't know what I was doing either. I picked grease as a skill. I'm like, I got to figure out how I'm going to incorporate this into.
Oh no, believe me, I am inspired. I did not. I had a whole separate backstory that I was gonna have a fucking crypt with goblin. It was gonna be a whole fucking thing, and then this grease monster showed up, and I'm like, listen, shut the fuck up. What I was doing before. This is the new hotness. Yeah, so we're gonna call it here, and the next time that we fucking play, we're gonna have an enormous, greasy, gross battle, and I don't like it.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Last thing I was gonna say was I step in front of Junk Jeb and I just tell the goblin like, we'll see, goblin.
It's like, you're right. We will see. Last man standing. I like that about you. What I don't like is that smell.
Hello, goblins. I have been programmed to tell you to please enjoy the smell. And I because I can speak goblin.
Mm-hmm. Give me a performance.
Oh man.
So, Jungjeb, you meant that in a nice, polite way. However, as you change your you change your thing about your programming to please enjoy the smell. Blades extend from your arms and claws jump out from your feet, and you feel like you're not in control of your own body. And the goblin's just like, oh, and that's where we'll end it for today.
All right. Awesome. I have to pee so bad.
Yeah,
so
go
I'm gonna
pee.
go do that.
Go leak grease, girl.
Go piss, girl.
Go leak some grease.
I don't like that.
I had to take so many pee breaks. I'm like, I have to incorporate me taking pee breaks into this.
That's why I waited. I didn't want to say it earlier because I was like, no, because they're gonna tell me it's gonna be grease.
You have to
Go grease, girl.
Oh, I hate it.
Oh, I hate it.
I'm gonna go pee now.